Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Tuesday, December 12th. And the biggest headlines, I think, is Newaygo is going to get hammered over the next 3 days with perhaps 8 to 12 inches of snow with lots of wind. And I think Clarksville comes in at a close second, probably around half a foot or better. And again, lots of wind with blowing and drifting conditions, especially today. It's going to be very hazardous out there this morning. Lots of school closings over the western areas, and there are some delays across central portions of lower Michigan. And again, looks like a series of clippers are going to continue to move through the Great Lakes here over the next 4 or 5 days. And that's going to bring even inland areas several inches of snow, but a lot of lake effect for sure as our clipper parade will continue. As far as the climate data for today, again, the normal high is 33, the normal low is 20, with a record high of 60 in 1949, the record low of -3 in 1958. And as of this morning, we're measuring about an inch of snow on the ground, and so far for the year, 2.4 inches. Here are some of the data from 10 years ago and 20 years ago. And if we look at temperatures out there this morning, temperatures mainly in the upper teens. Temperatures earlier were in the mid-20s. They've since fallen since this map was made as that cold front continues to move through the area. And again, that's going to really kick off the lake effect machine here over the next 24 hours. And with the next system coming in right on its heels, there won't be much of a break in the snowfall, especially over near Lake Michigan. You can see the maps again of the snowfall so far for the year. We're at just about 2.0 inches so far for the month of December. We're going to add to that here over the coming days. You can see the current snow depth across much of the MAC area. You can see it shows about 2 to 4 inches or more right here in mid-Michigan. We're certainly on the low side of that in Breckenridge, only about an inch, maybe an inch and a half in some areas. But I know as I was driving around, there were some areas not too far away that certainly looked like they had more snow on the ground. We went through Saginaw day before yesterday, and they actually had looks like about 2 or 3 inches of snow on the ground there. But again, the biggest snowfall is across the western areas, and they're going to really add to that. These totals were as of yesterday afternoon. And this is what it looked like yesterday afternoon. So you can see not a lot of snow. We picked up about another ½ inch, almost 6/10 since this photo was taken. And if we look at the weather map this morning and radar, you can see that activity, the heaviest with the Clipper system, now moving off to the east. But you can see the feeder bands coming off of Lake Superior. And this is actually not a horrible setup right here in mid-Michigan, where we don't normally get much in the way of lake effect. But when we have conditioned atmosphere coming off Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, a lot of times those brief but heavy snow showers can make it down here into mid-Michigan. So we'll watch for the opportunity of maybe a quick ½ inch here and there today. But again, very heavy snowfall coming off Lake Michigan, and as it will be across all the Great Lakes here over the next 24 to 36 hours. And if we look at the weather map this morning, you can see that the low pressure, again, has moved off to the east. We're watching this next system that will be coming in for the day on Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. And again, today's heavy lake effect snow showers will certainly occur near the lake with flurries inland. And then tomorrow, this Clipper system is going to come through, and it could bring some moderate to heavy snowfall even across non-snowbound areas down to southeast lower Michigan. So again, right now it looks like Newaygo, and then Clarksville, and then perhaps from Lansing down to Jasper. So it looks like you'll get several inches of snow away from the lake effect with this Clipper system tomorrow, maybe 1 to 3 inches across central Michigan. But again, the heavier snows will be from around the I-96 corridor as it looks right now towards Ann Arbor. And if we look at the weather map as we get on the day on Thursday, again, that system will quickly move off to the east. And then our next Clipper system will be coming in for later Friday into early Saturday. That'll bring us more light to moderate accumulating snows. And again, some warm air trying to get involved in here, but I don't think it's going to make it. The weekend outlook was featuring mid to upper 30s. I think we're going to back that off about 5 degrees, and we may have another system that'll come in and give us some more lake effect, or rather system snows. Not a lot, but again, we'll continue to pile up the snow depths across the state of Michigan here over the next week or so. As far as liquid precipitation, again, not too bad, about 4 or 5 tenths at 15 to 20 to 1 snowfall ratios. We could see probably 4 to 6 inches over the next 7 days across much of the area. As far as the 72-hour snowfall from the WPC, again, much of the area has a chance for another 3 to 4 inches, and again, our very heavy lake effect snows across the lakeshore counties and probably even in towards Newaygo. Again, could get quite a bit of snowfall here over the next 3 days. As far as the forecast goes, again, today, very blustery, windy, highs only in the upper teens to around 20 with lots of snow showers across much of the area. very heavy as you get towards Lake Michigan. And again, our 72-hour forecast, which include also that clipper system coming in about 2 to 4 inches in inland areas, especially for tomorrow night, and near the lake, they could see at least 6 to 10 or more inches of snow here over the next several days. And then we begin a very slow moderating temperature pattern as we get towards the weekend, with highs making it up at least into the low 30s. But again, this is backed off a little bit from yesterday's models, and it looks like Sunday again low 30s. Maybe the same on Monday, and maybe I think another significant weather maker could occur early next week, followed by much colder air. You can see the webcam here from Holland, and this is going to be very common across much of southwest and western lower Michigan, with lots of snow, blowing snow, so do be careful out on the roadways. As far as weather watch this morning, you can see the winter storm warnings up and down Lake Michigan for the most part. Winter weather advisories across much of northwestern lower Michigan. More winter storm warnings across the central UP. So again, a big lake effect set up here for the next 36 hours. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.